Give after my summer dish. Bouncy flank me
Yes, the time is here. I've had this one on deck for a little bit. I've had this one on deck for a little bit, y'all. And now we are here. This is I1. And I is for interesting. Okay? And look what I have here. All right? You see it? I'm good on the volume. Everything appears to be good. So this is a presentation, right? NBA YoungBoy and former Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas look very similar. And what is going on over here? You know what I'm saying? Always check the live section. All right. And there's some videos. Glad to see you, Richard. Am I loud and clear? And I almost forgot I had some. This might be the best one out of all the ones on this channel. And I want to try to keep this to 20 minutes. You know, right around that range. All right. And again, Richard, this is eye level, surface level, like undeniable, like kind of right in front of our face. You know, things that the typical person could see with these connections. So if you don't mind, let me know if you can hear me clearly. I believe you can. I appreciate you being here. Again, we do this on this channel, basic, surface level, right? And then, as you know, we have the other channels where we go more in depth. And you already know about these two characters. And right away, I mean, look at how similar these two look. All right, thank you, man. Appreciate you. And wait until you see some of these connections, all right? So we have Kentrell Deshaun Golden, known professionally as YoungBoy, Never Broke Again, or NBA YoungBoy, is an American rapper from 2015 to 2017. He released 8 independent mixtapes and garnered a regional following for his work. And over here on the right, you see Michael William Thomas Jr. Man, I'm catching more things as I go here. Damn. Is an American professional football wide receiver. He played college football for Ohio State and was selected by the New Orleans Saints in the second round of the 2016 NFL Draft. Thomas holds the record for the most receptions by a player in a single season with 149 in 2019. And I believe currently a free agent, right? And I think we may know the reason why he's not really in the spotlight, right? The first thing I noticed when putting this together is NBA YoungBoy. And when I think NBA, maybe I'm old school. I think of Michael Jordan, as you know, many people do. Okay. And with that being said, right, immediately Michael Thomas and Michael Jordan. Okay. Ooh, and you do get that Ohio connection, right? Cleveland, the 216 area code. Look, this is amazing too because Michael Thomas, like Michael Jordan, but remember, Michael Jordan had the feud with Isaiah Thomas, right? And some think Isaiah Thomas was a great player and maybe in a real world probably could have been the best player ever. Anyways, and that's interesting with that Ohio thing, right? Because you get LeBron. But Michael Thomas, Michael Jordan, okay, NBA young boy. We think of MJ. You get the look-alike character here with Michael Thomas. Okay, so look at Michael Jordan's middle name. You know, it's not a big surprise that he has the Jeffrey middle name. We kind of know that. Now you may be wondering why do I have the Bulls 45? Remember he came back wearing 45, right? And look at this game here against the Knicks and notice the middle name Jeffrey. Oh. NBA young boy. It says right here his dad's name is Jeffrey. And look it up in the top left corner. Uncle told, it's whatever the quote is, but it says Uncle told. So his uncle maybe snitched. Now his daddy is doing 55, as in like 55 years. How about that? So it says right there, Jeffrey Staten, right? So you get a different name, which is always strange how they do that. Look at the clipping, Jeffrey Staten or Staten, however you pronounce it. That says is his dad name, whatever, right? And then how it says doing 55, we know MJ, Michael Jeffrey Jordan scored 55 points in that New York game, right? Which is huge. I mean, I'll never forget it. I remember I recorded it on VHS. So you see how, look at the start we get here, right? NBA young boy looks like Michael Thomas, right? We think NBA, we think Michael Jordan. So you get the Michael. You get Michael Jeffrey Jordan. You get Jeffrey Staden or Staten. Remember, it said Galden is the last name for young boy. But that's interesting, isn't it? Jeffrey Staten. And I mean, I had to dig deep to get some of this information. Like, you could typically just ask Google and maybe get different info in other places, but you see it right there. Dedicated to Baton Rouge rapper NBA YoungBoy ... Jeffrey Staten is his dad name. And maybe it should have said dads. I don't know. But nonetheless, it's in that same article, right? And it's spelt a little differently. Wait until you see this. And the 55, doing 55, as in 55 years, I take it. And then the 55 points with Jordan. Okay. Look at how NBA YoungBoy has a Young Thug chain. And we know Young Thug has the name Jeffrey. Okay. And hold on, did I just catch something else? Look at Young Thug's last name, Williams. And let's go back here. Did we see Williams with Michael Thomas? Yeah, look at his middle name, William. Woo! On the fly. Look at that. And you get Thomas like Isaiah Thomas synced up with MJ. We've heard stories all throughout the careers about that, how left off the dream team was Isaiah Thomas and they wanted to blame MJ, right? MJ made the call. Now we get Michael Thomas with the William middle name, and that's on the fly. Okay, and we have more. So you get Michael Thomas, Michael Jordan, the free agent football player Michael Thomas with the William middle name. You get the Jeffrey connection, and now we add Young Thug, excuse me. Oh, that's interesting because that goes with Young Boy as well, and that's a whole nother topic. And then you get the Williams last name, like Michael Thomas has William as the middle name. Not to mention the whole Lamar thing with the rappers, right? Kendrick Lamar, uh, Rich Homie Quan passed. He's got Lamar in his name. J. Cole, I think, has Lamar in his real name as well. How about that? You see what I'm saying? The race for the wildest chain of 2018 just got a front runner. You see? So that connection with Young Thug and another Jeffrey connection. Oh, yeah, huh? And there's a bunch of receivers named Mike Williams, right? Like in history in the NFL, like freaking 8 or 9 of them. And I almost got those characters confused while doing this breakdown. Holy crap. Right? So look how nice we're moving along here. So we get all of these connections with the names. What are they doing? Look, we have 3 letters we can focus on, right? The letters D, the letters N, and the letters A. And what is really going on here with these characters? And I will shout out Conscious X because Conscious X is the one who really shed light on all of this whole uh scenario of what's going on with these characters. So I'm not going to be like the sellout YouTubers out there who some of them want to talk down on Conscious X, like, oh, maybe switch up your content. Nah, you guys just keep selling out. Let Conscious X do his thing. Whatever that source is, Conscious X, great information that's undeniable with his first channel and his second channel. So back here, look, because we have more here, okay? And we noticed the birthdays. We know about all of that, right, Richard? But look at this. So obviously, NBA YoungBoy, born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Michael Thomas. If y'all don't know, we may have somebody new. We may have bots. Who knows? Somebody's soaking up this info because it's amazing. But, you get the Louisiana connection, Michael Thomas, New Orleans Saints, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana with that connection. Okay. And it even says it right there. That's his dad's name. You see? Right there. Bam. There's the Jeffrey. Right there. Solidification, right? Is the word solidification? That solidifies it right there. Okay, look. How about this, Richard? How about this, man? Look at this. Gold. Look at the gold and black with the New Orleans Saints, Michael Thomas. And again, I think he's a current free agent now. Gold. Last name for young boy. Golden. Like gold. And look, you see the gold right there? Gold, platinum certifications. All right, you see? You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Gold, golden, gold, 18 gold certifications, whatever they speak on right there, by the RIAA for each of its songs, the release of its follow-up, and they go into this 38 Baby 2. And we know about those numbers, right? But look, gold, golden, gold, platinum certifications. And you see the gold bricks? Check this out. So look, so it appears that NBA YoungBoy, God, these slides hit big, man. Look at this. It appears he really caught fire. Look at the release of the follow-up, I guess, of 38 Baby. But look, 38 Baby 2, 2020, and then his second album, studio album, Top 2020. made Golden the second hip-hop act to peak the chart thrice within a single year. So he caught fire, it appears, around the 2020. You see that right there? Right as Michael Thomas fell off. You see that right there? Look at his stats going into 2019. Look at those receptions. 2017, 104, 2018, 125, 2019, 149. And the fall off in 2020, 40 receptions. And I don't know where he was in 2021, but this fall off as the rise of NBA YoungBoy, and we know about that character's popularity right now. Kind of like, what is he, like the most streamed rapper or whatever? Look at that. He catches fire as the free agent wide receiver Michael Thomas and his look-alike. I've never seen two characters look so much alike. Even characters they say are related and family still don't look like that. You know what I'm saying? So close. You get the fall off as NBA YoungBoy catches fire. And we've seen it with other characters where, think about it. We talked about Young Thug. Think about Young Thug rarely making an appearance. They with the court appearances. Now he's released. But what happened as he was kind of off the main stage? Sexy Red caught fire. And the whole time, gotta be his sister. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't even want to say that for sure. I know she's got the porn video out and all that, but who are we to know what's really going on? But anyways, she catches fire. Yeah, as a Young Thug is kind of off of the world stage and then making a random court appearance, and we don't know what's going on because they can't have the two characters because it would be too obvious. Remember, Drake said family matters. Okay? And we all get the same videos probably that come across us on YouTube. So we know about all of the talk about the characters and the connections and all in the family. So none of that is bizarre with anybody synced up in our algorithm. But you get the fall off for Michael Thomas, and he completely fell off, man. And he was great at one point, you know what I'm saying? And now what? Can't find a team? Is it because NBA YoungBoy is on fire and you can only have one or the other? Remember, that's like a duality thing as well. And think about the chess board. Think about the black and white and the duality. It keeps everything balanced. And this is what keeps people in control of the world. How do you stay in control? You get control and then you balance it with certain patterns to where it's going to stay like that. In turn, keeps you in control. You can't let the world run wild and you lose power in a real world. Nah, it's going to be a fake world. And we're not done. So we're at 18. We'll try to keep this at 25 minutes if we can. We're coming around 19 minutes here. And I know I'll be to blame. Look at this. So I noticed while putting this breakdown together, and I've been kind of working on it for a little while here and there, just building onto it as I'm doing my daily breakdowns, right? And I'm operating on 4 channels currently. Look at this. New Orleans Saints news. Michael Thomas was seen take it away. He was arrested by Kenner police officers after an alleged altercation. Okay, and we see the date. That wasn't long ago, it looks like, right? But look, Kenner police officers. I don't know if that's like a county or a city. I don't know. But you see, Kenner PD, Ken. Look at YoungBoy's name. Ken Trell. You see that? Ken. And do I have to keep saying they look identical? I mean, we know this. It's all in the family, man. You get the Louisiana connection. Kenner. How about this, Richard? Look at his middle name, Deshaun. We also have Deshaun characters in the NFL, don't we? We have Deshaun Watson. And is that an Ohio connection, Richard? Because isn't he the QB of the Cleveland Browns? And didn't they say Michael Thomas went to Ohio State? You know what I'm saying? I could have swore I saw Ohio. If it wasn't Ohio State, let's go back real quick. If it's not going to glitch the hell out on me. Oh, man, it's going to glitch. I think it said Michael Thomas went to Ohio State, and you have Deshaun Watson. I think, is he even playing anymore? Or is what's going on with him? Look, he played football for Ohio State, Michael Thomas. And you get the Deshaun connection now. And, you know, we were on the NBA thing with MJ, Michael Thomas, NFL. Now we go a little bit deeper. And again, this is I1. I is for interesting, right? Amazing connections. Okay, surface level, eye level, Kentrell, Deshaun Watson, Ohio, Cleveland Browns, Ohio State, Michael Thomas. And isn't there another Deshaun Richard, a wide receiver who used to play for the Eagles? Deshaun. I might have to go on the side and look at that real quick. Let me see. Deshaun, Desean. Let's put Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, we have Deshaun Jackson, who is also a wide receiver. I don't know if he plays anymore, but you see that connection. Am I on the right? Oh, okay. Let me go back over here. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you get that Deshaun name with NFL players. Ooh, and Keyshawn Johnson. And then we're back on Johnson, and I know there's several Johnson names probably connected. So we had the Mike Williams thing, Michael Thomas, Isaiah Thomas with the MJ connection, the Jeffrey connection with Young Thug, Young Boy, Young Thug, Young Boy's got the chain, right? Uh Jeffrey, the name of Young Boy's father, Michael Jeffrey Jordan connected. You think NBA, you think of MJ. And we've hit on this. We've been hitting on this, right? We've been kind of syncing MJ with Young Boy. And look, Golden like gold. Saints wear gold. You saw the gold certifications and the gold records. Every which way this hits. And look at this, Richard. I got one more for you. Look, and anybody else out there watching, but Richard West here supporting. Shout out to you, man. Look, let's see if you catch it before I show you, Richard. Kentrell, Deshaun, Golden. Sean Payton was the head coach for the Saints. Remember that? Coached Michael Thomas. And then there's the whole Peyton Manning, Sean Payton thing, and Drew Brees, right? Is Drew Brees connected to Archie Manning? Again, this is all in the family, yo, for real. You see Sean Payton right there coaching up Michael Thomas. And then so look at NBA YoungBoy's full name. How many different connections in his full name? Holy crap. Woo! You see that? Oh, one more. At least one more, Richard. Thank you, bro. Look, check this out. We all know about the Falcons Saints rivalry in the NFL. And we're speaking of Michael Thomas, former Saint. Okay? Wide receiver, right? NBA young boy, rapper. They look absolutely identical. All right? And shout out to you, Richard, because you may have hit, I think you hit on that before me. because I was working on this, and then I saw that you spoke of it in the past. So shout out to you. Look at this. Atlanta Falcons rivalry with New Orleans Saints. Check this out. Atlanta NBA YoungBoy record label, Atlantic Records. Look at that. Atlantic, like Atlanta. How about that connection? What is going on with those three letters? The letter D, the letter N, the letter A. There's something shady going on here. Look at that. It says never broke again. Maybe it's like a break off of Atlantic. You see these other record labels as well. Look at Warner, like Kurt Warner, Richard. Another football connection on the fly. Atlanta Falcons rivalry with the Saints, the former team for Michael Thomas. Holy crap. Atlanta, like Atlantic Records, Corporation, American record label, blah, 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 connected with Never Broke Again. And that's it for the connections. And you see again how these characters are almost damn near identical. Again, it's all in the family. Thank you, Richard. I know I'm kind of all over the place of when I'm going to post my breakdowns, but I'm active on 4 channels, man. And I don't think there's a lot of YouTube characters out there active on 4 channels. And I have 2 retired, which I had to self-retire, man. So I stay busy. And you heard what I said on the live earlier. We'll keep that at that channel, though. Okay, look at this. It is just undeniable. NBA YoungBoy and former Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas look very damn similar. And I'll just slowly run it back. It shows that we have some other people watching, Richard. They don't need to comment. They're watching. And again, whoever they are, y'all need to soak up the information and know where you got it from. Okay? And this is surface level, right? How wild am I? These are just facts. Surface level. So go ahead and call me wild. Yeah, that's like a code word I use for crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? So if anybody thinks I'm wild, these are facts. Ooh, it shows 6 people are watching. That's how you know I'm not a sellout. Okay? So, hey, Richard, it wouldn't surprise me if some important players on the world stage, why wouldn't they be soaking up this information, Richard? Right? Because not many people are going to hit like this. Okay? And that's exciting on another level, right? You all at least create some bot comments, some burner accounts, and drop a comment. You even junk, but soak up the info. And if you are one of these characters watching, just know that this is the real deal. Hey, maybe this is what it takes for us to get on the same page, right? Because that's undeniable with the Jeffries, the 55s, Young Thug, NBA YoungBoy. You think NBA, you think of MJ. Remember Williams, the last name for YoungBoy? William, the middle name for Michael Thomas? Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, with that connection. And we're not even talking letter numbers on this channel. But if you want some of that, it's well documented. All of my channels, Daily Decodes 81.2, the original Daily Decodes 81, Math 2Con, Math 2Con 2, Puppets on Strings. I'm even here local out here in Arizona, A to Z Decodes. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm even forgetting one. Holy crap. The original Math 2Con channel. I have 6 channels active on 4. I retired 2 of them, as I stated. So we're right at 30 minutes. Shout out to you, Richard. Young boy, never broke again, or known as NBA Young Boy, and former Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas look very similar. There's something going on again with these characters. And in my opinion, those three letters, the letters D, the letters N, and the letters A, think about it. BLOOD, y'all. Drake said it in the song. As I say again, family matters. And remember, he didn't say the damn family matters. He didn't even say it one time in the song. It's up to you to pick up what they lay down. And I hope this helps. Undeniable. I is for interesting. Surface level breakdowns in front of your face. There's always more. Okay. It's never ending, but I hope this helps y'all as I'm glad to present it. Again, I is for interesting. Like, share, subscribe, because I'm definitely buried on the YT YouTube. Buried. Okay, so you know where to find me. Appreciate y'all. We're over 30 minutes. Run it back. Until next time, peace.